not mandatory. So you can just disregard it, because once you get the scholarship and you reach here in Turkey, your first thing you do, you go through the Turkish language program, which takes 1 year to learn the language. Then, even though it doesn't matter whether your program is either in English or Turkish, it's mandatory to first go for the 1 year program of the language to learn the Turkish. So just disregard the academic qualification. But if you have the academic qualification, you can upload it there. If you have those papers, you can just still upload it. Then this also goes to the applicants for the master's program. Sometimes it helps to show that the academic, these language proficiency certificates. Sometimes you just need to go to the university, and tell them that you need a letter, prove that your program was facilitated in English. Are you getting it? So once you get that letter from the university will actually approve it to you, and that's the only letter you can actually apply for any scholarship that requires such kinds of certificates. It helps. Some scholarships don't accept it, some scholarships they accept it. So you need to have that. Then social activities. This now you need to put whatever you have been having, those certificates you have been carrying. Others, they have a bunch of certificates. Don't fear, just upload everything. It can either be, they are categorized. If you have an award, you receive an award, it can either be for outstanding leader in the community, or even any project that you carry out, or there's a certificate you have participated in, or there is also site for you have carried as a part of your here. You state out if it is either you did a volunteer with the organization, state the organization that you volunteered with, or if it's a community level, you state the community that you volunteered in. Then here is not that big. It's not required. Here, if you have ever been to Turkey, you talk about the experience, but I believe everything is just no. Once you're done, your application will just be here, my application. It will be here. This way your application is. It doesn't mean it is over. Once you are done with the application now, there's a part, it will pop up. Let me just share it to you.
You have 2 minutes to do that.
Yeah. Actually, it's not that important, but that is all of it. The administrator, I think my presentation is done. I'll be ready for the questions.
Okay, I think that was well elaborated. Everybody's getting it. Hope the participants are noting down what is confusing, what they want to know, if not something that has been presented and you want to know about it. Somebody was asking in the chat, how about for Uganda? I think if you're from Uganda, you should be having A-level certificate with 10 points plus. And then thank you, John. I would give the 5 minutes to Isabel Wani to say something about the scholarship, and then we take general questions. Then I think it would be better we take all the questions and then you answer them at a go. I will be taking note of the question in case, such that I will be reminding you of which question is next, such that we know if you have the same questions, you don't ask at a go. If somebody is asking about the part of essay writing, then the other person shouldn't ask. Thank you very much, John. Isabel, if you are there, take the floor, use 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear. Hello, everybody. I'm really grateful to be part of this meeting, honestly. And I would like to say thank you to the presenter. Honestly, if I had like such a presentation before I applied, for the Turkish scholarship before, I wouldn't have had like so much difficulties when I was applying. But again, I don't know, you guys are hearing me, right? I shouldn't be talking to myself.
Yeah, we are hearing you. You can continue.
You
Okay,
are audible. You are audible.
okay, thank you. What I wanted to just add to like what the presenter said, regarding the masters, especially like for the masters, I think you emphasized only on the undergraduate. Honestly, the masters one is the hardest. For me, I applied for the masters, and part of the problem that I face actually it's in the research thing. So I advise like all the students here who are applying for PhD or for the masters to really focus on the research part, because like it actually gives you more credit. I don't know. Sometimes like they don't accept it, but at least they just see like how your writing is, and if you have an idea of how a research is done. So yeah, for that one, I think I'm not even gonna take the full 5 minutes. I'm just gonna keep it short because like I saw some interesting questions there, and honestly, it will be helpful for the students if we give the floor back to the presenter. And thank you for having me again. And I wish you all the best with applying for the Turkish scholarship, and hopefully we're going to see you here 2025. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Thank you, Isabel. That is Isabel, the president for South Sudan Student Association in Turkey. Now will be the question session, whereby you ask your question. I will be at the meeting. People, in case you have a question, you should go to the reaction pad, click on it, and raise your hand, such that I give people as I go. If I have not called your name, don't unmute yourself. Thank you very much. So I will begin with Abraham Chan. Abraham Chan, you can unmute yourself and ask your question or anything that you want to say about.
Okay, thank you guys. I'm Abraham. I'm a first year student at African Leadership University in Rwanda. The application disqualified me due to the age, but I was hoping to apply for my younger brother. The application seems pretty complex and complicated for me. And at times when I try to save the changes, the developments it erases, and it's something it hangs. I don't know if it's possible to do so on a mobile phone. And another thing, when I try to upload documents such as a passport, they are usually like too much for I've tried to reduce the size and still it doesn't happen. I don't know if it's possible to apply on a mobile phone. That's my question.
Okay, noted. AK.
Okay, thank you, my brother. My question is going to John Madon or John Moncherin. Yeah, as he was showing us the way of doing this application, there was someone on the screen that was showing about education. I think it was about education where you upload your document, either the high school, the degree one, or the master's one. So I'm a little bit confused there. I wanted to get clarification from Mr. John. There were a variety of choice there. There was the one of the high school, the one of for degree. There was the one for masters. So assuming someone want to go for masters, are you only supposed to upload the bachelor's certificates, or are we supposed to upload both the bachelor's certificate and the high school certificate? That's my question. I'm directing it to John Moncherin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, AK. Noted. Jack Mathiang. And please make your questions like direct, so that we don't take a lot of time.
Okay. I have two questions. Yeah, the first one is on the side of uploading documents. I only see the site for uploading transcripts. I don't see the site for uploading the certificate for secondary education. So I wanted to get clarification on that. And then the second one is on the middle school. Are we supposed to upload? Is it compulsory for us to upload the transcripts for the middle school, which is primary? Those are what I wanted to ask.
Hey, noted. Samuel.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Samuel Okuja. I'm from Uganda. I was just not sure about something. I either didn't hear him well, or it was about the experience. I wanted to know if you must have experience when you're applying for masters, or if you must have, can your internship be counted as part of the experience? Thank you so much.
Well noted. I'm not seeing another hand. If there are no more questions, then I will give back the floor. Okay, the hands this side. Sorry about that. So, Marielle, Clark Marielle.
Yes, good evening. My question is about the age. What if you are making 22 in November? Are you still eligible to apply for the scholarship of undergraduate? That's my question.
Okay, noted. John Moore.
Yeah, so I think my question is basically, I've already submitted my application, but I wanted to know if there's a way I could access the president's contact, because I have some things that I need to ask her personally.
Okay, that will be done later. So thank you very much. Mayol.
Okay, my question is, I have to account for the scholarship. I created one last year, then I created one this year. What will be the solution for that? Because the first one I have not submitted, but the second one now I'm in the process of the second one.
All right. Musa.
Yeah, thank you. I'm asking the same question as someone asked. Could not remember their name.
Okay, if it
assume
is
someone.
Listen, if it is the same question, you will be answered using that same question that was asked.
It's
So
somehow modified. It's somehow modified.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm asking, assume someone is applying for a master's program. Then must you fill in the academic information section the high school details? And if yes, which transcripts are you supposed to upload? The Form 4 transcript or the transcripts from Form 1 till Form 4? Thank you. And again, there is this section for, there's this question that after filling out those details, they ask you, have you done matriculation exams? So someone to kindly elaborate what is matriculation exams? And must we just ignore it or fill the section? Thank you.
Right. Oliver.
Yeah, my name is Murshid from Uganda. I'm just asking about the documents, the academic documents. I started my A-level this year, I did BCM, but then our results in Uganda, they're coming back this year in the end of February. So I don't know if I'm still eligible to apply this year. I have to wait next year. Then the second thing is about the section for academic documents. There's where they have grade there. And the grades that I saw there, I'm not familiar with them, with the grades that we have in Uganda. So here, I don't know how Mr. John can help me about that. Thank you.
I think, Oliver, if your results are out and you still within the bracket of deadline, Somebody should unmute. You can apply, and if it means that the results comes out later when the deadline has passed, you cannot apply. And then the results is you should be having 10 points plus in A level. Thank you very much. I think that is that. The next person is Roar Witty. Roar, unmute and ask your question, or if it was asked, you can lower your hand. Infinix Smart 5. Unmute and ask your question. Okay, those people are not there. Okay, Samuel.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the stage, Mr. Host. My question will be well clarified. It's about in the part of work experience. I'm undergraduate who is applying for the Techie scholarship, and me myself, I don't have work experience, so I was thinking maybe is the part of the work experience effective also in the application, or is not effective? So if it's effective, and then I could go look for help that to fill up that gap. And that's my question. Thank you.
All right. All right. I think there are no more answers that I'm seeing here. So I would give back the floor to the presenter. Then,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's
No,
a bit of misunderstanding.
I've been raising my hand. Huh? I want to come in briefly.
Oh, I didn't see your hand. It's fine. Bull, what are you saying?
Like there's a bit of confusion maybe here. I'm seeing some people raising their physical hands instead of going to the reaction and click on raise hand.
Okay.
Someone like Lan Daniel, someone like Deng, that is Deng Kwal.
All right.
They're trying to raise their physical hands.
Okay.
Bull, anything to do with technology anyway. Anything to do with technology. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, you guys. The thing is that I had said before in your Zoom there, if at all you have the video on, yes, then call us. Now Machar is now there.
They were raising hand on
fine,
the
Bull.
chat.
Thank you very much for clarifying that. Peter
May I
Luan.
come in?
Oh, Mr. Duke will come in. I will give you the last question. Peter Luan, unmute and ask your question.
Okay, sorry, Ian, to intervene. So what you can do, Ian, I think time is going. I think there are some people who may have the same question. So you allow the presenter to answer those questions that I asked already, and then they may get the questions answered on the way. So what do you think?
That is what I had said before, and people keep raising their hands. Oh, maybe you want to modify.
Okay, before the presenter, let me just come in for like 2 minutes or so. Huh?
All right. So, Peter Lual,
okay,
your questions? Yes.
Like for now, if there is no time for others to ask questions, then let them write in the chat and
then the presenter sees an answer, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
okay.
Just to keep it
So
short.
if you have your question, you can see the chat is there. Write that question.
Mine is clarification. Mine is clarification, please.
Duke, I will give you the chance.
Yeah.
So you can write there. Duke, ask that question you want to ask. Clarify what you want to clarify.
Okay, generally, I think I've been out of WhatsApp for some time, huh? But actually I was like also active. Okay, generally, you guys, I think we are 77 in this meeting, huh? Maybe you see these things. Madong was clear, or John Munchering was clear. He was saying that you should research for a scholarship anyway. It's good to make a brief introduction. I'm a DAFI scholar in Kenya, and I graduated last year at Masimuliro University of Science and Technology. I'm part of VENA or part of volunteers. So my clarification is, before you ask any question like in group, you must make sure that you have read everything or you have researched about it. Again, be reading conditional requirement, because some people, they just talk and they didn't open a link. Like you asked about the university, the country, the age. That show that you have no research of what you want to apply for. For any scholarship, you must what? You must research. For anything, you must research. For an interview, you must research. Research in simple what anyway is just knowing what you are doing. Again, there is question about things to do with refugees, passport. Generally, where we are today globally, is either you are a refugee or you got your passport. But some of us have confused international system. What I'm trying to say, like personally, I've got my South Sudanese passport, and I also have a refugee in status. I know how I'm cutting corners, but I'm not
Excuse me,
saying I'm in.
Administrator.
So another thing is
kindly, we are supposed to be committed and doing other thing. Let Johnny come and give us what you need, please.
okay. Is it something I'm coming to, please? Just be patient.
Yeah, Madong should do this.
I know Madong. I'm known Madong for about 4 years, so he's coming. There's issue of there's this issue of work experience. Huh? For example, if you just finish, if you are a fresh graduate and you perform highly, let us assume that you have got first class. There's no need of work experience. Work experience is for those who have overstayed out of school or who graduated like 3 or 4 years ago. But if you perform highly like John Madong, he just graduated recently in Kenya. He's an IT expert. But he happened to get a scholarship because of his soft skill, leadership skills. He was a leader at KU. So anyway, I'll beg to stop. Thank you.
Give hope. Roar.
Okay, yeah.
Roar,
thank you so much.
Mute yourself.
Okay. The problem.
Mute yourself. Oh, Mr. Deng, you can mute Roar. Duke, is that all? Thank you. John, you can come.
Okay, people were interrupting me because they want somebody in Kataki and I'm in Kenya, so I don't know more about scholarship, so let them go on. Because I was trying to help them. Like, for example, they have been asking about the question of refugee status and passport. They also said about the issue to do with work experience, and I was telling them, if you perform exceptionally, there's no need of work experience. Somebody who needs work experience, for example, I graduated last year in December. If I stay for 2 or 3 years, I must show evidence that why was I out of school? That's the point. So, general, for those who ask, okay, there's some general question in the group. There's some people saying that, okay, I don't have refugee status, I don't have passport. For you to get a scholarship, you must have at least one. Either passport or refugee status. For like what I'm trying to say. And also, as people will be talking later, they should be known that there are over 30 students who get a scholarship through this orientation, including Madong. Even me, I will be getting a scholarship for master through this orientation. So it's the same thing. It's just a circle. It's a vicious circle. And it's a positive circle, not a negative circle. Thank you. Bye. I'm done.
All right. Thank you very much. John, you will come in, you will clarify questions. As I said before, you keep forwarding your questions in the chat. And then when you see somebody is coming in to clarify something, that person is somebody who has knowledge about what we are doing here. And if the person can clarify what you need, then it's not only the presenter to give you what you need. Thank you very much. John, welcome. If you have not been noting, I'll be giving you questions one by one because I've been writing.
Yeah, you have done a good job.
Infinix Smart 5, can you mute? Deng, mute that guy. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Brother Jacob. It's good that you have been noting down some of the questions. I've also tried to note down some questions here, but if there are some questions I didn't answer, maybe you'll read them to me later. First and foremost, brothers and sisters, let me just clarify something. And this is one of the biggest mistakes most of people or youth are making when they are applying. Take time. When you're choosing a program you're coming to study, take your time. Because it's not just a matter of you want to rush or come to study abroad, or you want to rush your application.
Give hope. Mute yourself.
Yeah, as I was stating, it's not a matter of just filling the application, rushing, making a decision just to come and study here. at the end of the day, you'll come and face some challenges just because of your reckless decision making. You need to take your time and gather a lot of information before you apply for something. So therefore, can we use a mobile phone? This one, to the person who asked that question, I would definitely recommend you kindly use a laptop because based on the size of the mobile phone, is very small in size. And once you're using a mobile phone for the application, there are some of the pages that will not actually be prompted to be pop up on your screen. So I encourage you to use your laptop. If you don't have a laptop, kindly go to the cyber where they have the PC, those are the personal computers. You can go and study, you can use the application there. Maybe you can talk with one of the people who have the personal computers to use your application from there and save your details from with it. So I discourage people to use mobile phones because that's why they have a lot of challenges. And please, applicants, take note of the browsers you're using. The application system, sometimes it crashes because of the kind of browser you're using. So for effectiveness, kindly I recommend you guys use either Chrome or you're using the Explorer. Mostly the Explorer is very faster than Chrome based on how it has been designed and also looking at the bundle. So you find a lot of people having challenges later on. My system is crashing, my system is not doing this. It's because of the kind of the browser you're using. So I decided don't use the mobile phone. For the education information, someone talk about the education information. Kindly, would you read for me that question?
Okay, the person was asking whether if you're applying for master's scholarship, are you supposed to upload all from secondary, the bachelor's, or you just start from maybe the bachelor's? So somebody's asking what transcript do they want?
Okay, this is to make it clear. When you're applying for education information, you'll find there are only two buttons which are actually blue. I'm colorblind. I don't know if it's blue green, but then it can work. There's middle school plus and there's high school plus. If you're applying for masters, you need to start your application with high school. I get it. You need to click on high school. Once you click on your high school, definitely you have completed high school. The site we're going to upload is a site for diploma and there's a site for transcript. I get it. Get me clearly, applicants. For diploma, obviously, you're someone who has completed your degree already. You must have had your certificate. So the certificate is just the same as your diploma, uploaded on the side of the diploma. Then for the transcript, disregard the transcript for your high school. Are you getting it? Then when you're going to again upload your certificate for your degree, let me just share the screen. Yeah, as you can see from here, this is a site for the education. So if you have to start with high school level. From your high school level, you state everything. Then here, this part which is written diploma, put in your Form 4 certificate. Disregard the transcript. Then the next, after that, you click on save. Save your information. Then after that, you now go to, this part will be active. This associate degree is for people who have done diploma. Are you getting me? If you have done a diploma, this is what you will click. And the same procedures you have to follow. If you're applying for a degree, you have to click, after you're done with your associate diploma, if you have it, put it on. If you don't have it, click on bachelor's degree. On the bachelor's degree, just the same site that will pop up, just like the one in high school. Where did you do it? Which university, which country, the city, and then when did you graduate? When did you start? Then here, diploma. You have to have, if you don't have your degree certificate in place, it's not a crime, just leave it, but make sure that you must have all your transcript from first year, second year, third year, up to fourth year. Clearly, upload them here. But if you have your certificate with you, put your certificate here. And then there's whereby it will ask you for the grade type. This is for high school, but if the part for degree was active, it will be displayed. For the grade type, it will either ask you for your GPA. Your GPA, you have to state in your GPA. Sometimes it's the cumulative GPA. If you don't know your cumulative GPA, kindly go to the university examination department. They will actually, I know done for JQuat, for JQuat, they only give you like, you pay 1,000 Kenya shilling, then you submit all your transcript from first year, second year, up to fourth year. Then they do the computation for your GPA. This way you know if your GPA is either you have got 4 or 3 or 2 point something like that. I get it. So that will help you. Then is there any question that I've not answered from the education side?
Nope. I think that is all for education. Oh, something about matriculation. Somebody was asking
Yes.
about exams.
For
like this
matriculation,
matriculation examination.
Kindly, for matriculation exam is only done when you're entering a university. I get it. So like for matriculation exam, it will not be based on your GPA. Because if they want to just test if you're actually qualified for the course you're coming for. If you're okay with it, if your GPA is actually good, then there's no need for you to do the matriculation exams. Just to test your qualification if you actually qualified for it. Yeah. So that is all. It's not mandatory to have the matriculation exam.
All right, and then I think this is also concerning education. Somebody is saying the person created one account last year and another account this year. So this person is asking, which one should I go with?
Just go with your previous account. There's no need of you creating another account because already in the system, your details are there in the database. So it's just like you'll be creating more information of which you will have some issues. So just continue with your previous account. When you're going to log in, you're creating a new application. I get it.